Yo, I'm back. So, I'm going to wrap it up after this video for tonight, but wanted to share some good news. So, yesterday, I had recorded a video talking about, I had today a cast reading. I had mentioned how I appreciated the director's honesty because he's like, yeah, your audition came across a little bland, but we'd still like to meet with you. And which I told people, look, if you're trying to break into the music industry, or I could talk a lot more about the music industry since I'm familiar with it, but getting a little bit more familiarized with the film industry and you know all that I've gone through so far. Um, Always take constructive criticism and use it to flame. Use it to stoke the fire, if that makes sense. It's only gonna make you better. One thing about me is I audition like shit, but when it matters most, I come in ready. Like, let's do this. I got this. And I have mentioned several times a very, very nice email uh, somebody had sent me from the first film I did. And I mentioned that first film that I did. I have about as much screen time as the old Captain American guy on at the end of Endgame, and it's in a very important scene because it opens up a lot of what's transpiring. Um, so with this cast reading today, I got the part. I am so excited. That's what now four, and this one is four movies that I'm doing now, and this is by far the most. How can I say it? This one I will have the most screen time than any of the other ones by a lot. And what they're going to do, which the other two are not, but what this particular one is going to do is they're going to film some of our scenes and start posting them to YouTube. Now, it's a major motion picture, but they have some really young producers. I mean, not really young, but I mean, some producers who are with the times that are gonna take the same page out of a lot of books that movie studios are doing, and putting those little snippets out there on the internet. Whether it be through trailers or maybe almost like an ARG style type of snippets, but all the parts that I'm acting in are going to be just like that. So, just to give you an example of how big the script I got today, this big. I covered up the front page because I I don't want to give away the name of the movie yet, but that's how many pages it got. So, yes, to date, the biggest film that I have and will be doing to date. And I'm so effing excited because I know this topic, and I've said this many times before. I know this topic like the back of my freaking hand. I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait till shooting begins. This won't come out until October 2024, but that's our target date. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for all the films that are supposed to come out that I've done. People don't realize how far in advance, you film it, then you have to go through post production and all that stuff. Like I said, for the first movie, we haven't even had our wrap party yet. So that that goes to show a lot. And each and every one of these movies are going to be theatrical releases. Nothing like straight to DVD. No like B-roll looking type of footage. I mean, all of it professionally done. And it'll be a major motion picture. And to have this opportunity, like I said, I'm completely lucking out. I completely lucked out getting into the music industry. I said that 100 times. I gave 100% effort, but got 1,000% lucky to get my foot in the door in the music industry. With acting, I totally fucking bombed the shit out of that audition. I sucked, but yet they still called me back and wanted me. I do the audition for, the only one that I've done good so far was for the second one and for the YouTube commercials. Those auditions I killed, they were great. And that's why I got picked. For this, the director's like, came across a little bland from, how I was, looking for it. But what helps a lot is, your director giving you giving you directions like, try this, try that. When you're feeding off another actor, looking for a lot of improv. And that's where the knowledge of the subject matter comes in so handy. So I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys. Be on the lookout because when we start filming, certain portions of this, I told them, hey, I have a small little YouTube channel that I'm looking to continue to grow. So if you guys don't mind, would I be able to post it? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. We could go ahead and do that. And so I'll post little snippets here and there that you guys will be able to see for the first time. And I'm super excited. Like, you don't know how many doors of opportunities this continues to open from the very first movie that I've done to this and other works and other body of works that I've done as far as filming goes. Um, I jokingly told them, I'm like, yeah, it doesn't feel like I'm very photogenic or filmgenic because, always comes out looking the way I have a double chin or something. They're like, everybody has a double chin when they're sitting the way you are. If you said, once you're standing up, you look fine. I'm like, okay, there goes my complex. Over and done with. I'm not going to bitch about that anymore. But no, I am so excited for this role. So excited. And while it's going to be a lot to memorize, I'm I'm hip to it, man. I am so ready for it. And so I am going to keep you guys posted. Whenever something gets released, it'll be released directly on here. And I hope you guys could help me out and do me a favor and, spread that to other people that you might know. And, perhaps I'll continue to get this subscriber counts uh, back to where I once had them long, long time ago when I first started YouTube. Um, I know it's not easy to get the subscriber count going higher and higher, but when you're able to do that, it's just, yeah, it's awesome. And I would love to see that climb. And I hope, with this coming out, um, that's what will occur. Like I told you guys, I don't care about being famous. I don't care about people like, oh my God, you're so and so who did this, or you're so and so who did that. Like I've never in my life had gotten all giddy over, an actor or a singer that I had met at any, event. Um, but the money portion of it is what probably matters the most, just because I know, hey, I can now provide for my family. More than I ever could have dreamed of, by offering, I'd pay off my aunt's house, my uncle's house, and make sure they never, had to worry about that again. And of course, my mom and my family. But, that right there is more important than having people, inundate me with, hey, can I have your autograph? Or, hey, what's this about? What, trying to, that I really don't care about. Fame, popularity, that, it doesn't matter to me. The reason why is because a lot of people love to see people torn down rather than built up. And while they enjoy a lot of people being built up, aka somebody like Brendan Fraser, over this past couple of years, actor who's always been like so totally super cool and just had a tough couple years, does this movie and he deserved that Oscar, man, because he's always seemed like such a humble, kind, nice gentleman and deserved it. And I'm so glad that he won it because it's people like that we need representing us, not people like Will Smith who goes up there, makes a fool of himself, and then still wins the award and is still so enraged with the emotions that he's crying, not making much sense whatsoever. Like, I know a lot of people who have lost respect for him, me included, and it's sad for him that, I mean, he kind of put himself in that position, but, hey, we all are human. We all make mistakes. But instead of going down that dark turn, I just wanted to tell you guys, yes, I got the part, and I can't wait to start sharing it with you guys. So, um, this is your first time here, feel free to like and subscribe and listen for any updates. And yeah, thank you guys for your questions, your comments. Um, like I said, I'm always here for advice on how to get into the music industry. Might be able to share a little bit of advice that I have with the movie industry, but like I said, I keep on looking out there, and somebody has my back on that, and I don't know how I keep on looking out, but I am, and it's so god dang just amazing that I'm just like awestruck. I'm like, I get to work with so and so. I get to be there with this person, that person. I'm not giddy over it. I'm happy about it because of they're established. I could learn from them. I'm so just excited and pumped and can't ready to do this. So, yeah, like I said, for the thousandth time, I know I'm talking in circles here because I'm just so excited, but be on the lookout for it. And for the little snippets that I'll be allowed to download. And until that time, um, I'll still be releasing some videos. Just started a new little podcast that I uploaded in my first video today. Kind of off the topic, but something funny. And I had the meeting today before I uploaded that video. So I thought, okay, I'm going to focus my first video on this, and then the second one, which is this one, on the fact that I did get casted for the part, and this is awesome. So I hope you guys will have a wonderful rest of your evening. You guys be safe out there, and until next time, I am out.